Have you ever wondered why your energy, equilibrium, or confidence might drop even when you're doing everything right? You do what you're told. You strive to keep moving. You strive to eat healthier. But still, climbing stairs feels harder, joints feel stiffer, and even normal daily movements and intimacy don't feel as effortless as they used to. You're not the only one who has heard that before. You probably did your best, but there is one thing that nearly no one talks about beyond 60, and you might be astonished when you hear it today. Stay with me because I'm going to tell you the #1 secret weapon that a lot of older people neglect. Once you add it, your mobility, stamina, and confidence can change faster than you think. This is the important portion. The decrease we feel around age 60 is generally quiet. It slowly sneaks in without you even knowing it. You skip a brief walk one week. You sit for a little longer next month. 1 year later, the same chores take twice as much work. It doesn't happen right away. It creeps up on you. A lot of individuals are afraid of saying out loud what they really want. I don't want to depend on a walker. I don't want to need a wheelchair. I want to feel steady, independent, and dignified. That anxiety makes sense. The good news is, there is a way to move forward that is good for your body, keeps your joints safe, and helps with intimacy, energy, and everyday life. In straightforward words, let's call the adversary what it is. It's not simply getting older. It's what I call the silent error loop. Breathing too shallowly, moving too quickly, and having weak stabilizers. This loop gets tighter over time. You don't move as much, your chest breathes a little higher and faster, your deep core and pelvic floor turn off, and your balance muscles take a break. The end result? Less blood flow where you want it, less power where you need it, and more strain in the places that already feel weak. Most individuals only want to be strong, but strength without timing, coordination, and breath may be hard work, and hard work can be tiring. This is the way to get from a problem to a solution. Health experts generally say that after age 60, modest habits are more important than big workouts. Most people don't know that their control system, your breath, your rhythm, and your stabilizers, affects how safely you can move, how much blood flow you get, and how steady you feel when you stand up, have intimacy, or do anything else. Changing the control system changes how your complete body works. We're going to count down 8 important changes today. We'll start by talking about what not to do, and then we'll talk about easy, feasible fixes. And stay with me for #1. It surprises most seniors and can make walking, going up and down stairs, and even private moments feel smoother, calmer, and more fun. 8. The first mistake that people make without saying anything is to go too hard, too fast, and too soon. Problem after 60. Rushing in the start makes the pulse rate go up and puts stress on the joints. Knees hurt, hips get tight. You get tired quickly and feel shaky later in the day. In simple terms, chilled tissues are like cold rubber bands. They don't move smoothly. Blood needs a few minutes to get into muscles and tendons. Nerves need a time to tune their coordination. Personal impact. When you hurry, your equilibrium goes off and your confidence goes down. You might not want to do anything tomorrow because today was hard. Start every session, walking, doing chores, mild strength training, or being intimate, with a 2-minute warm-up. For this, breathe in through your nose for 4 counts, then out for 4 counts, while making gentle circles with your joints, ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders. Then for 3 minutes, work at 50% of your full strength before adding more. 9. The second silent mistake is far worse. Replicating what you see on TV or online. Problem beyond 60. Routines that work for everyone can put too much stress on the wrong joints. High steps, deep squats, or rapid twists may appear cool, but your body wants accuracy, not pain. In simple terms, science says that your nervous system learns best when the movements you do are right for you. When you overshoot, your body has to protect itself and tighten up, which slows down blood flow and coordination. Personal effect. You feel rigid, not strong. You start to hate working out. Daily duties don't feel easier, they feel harder. Simple action. Take the talk test. While you're doing something, you should be able to speak in short sentences and not gasp. Give each maneuver a difficulty rating from 1 to 10. Keep the first few sessions at 4 to 6 out of 10. Take your time. Your body will be grateful. 10. The third silent mistake is even worse. Holding your breath while you work. Problem after 60. Holding your breath boosts the pressure inside your body, puts stress on your pelvic floor, and can make your blood pressure go up. That could mean feeling dizzy, leaking, or tired. In simple terms, breath is the pump that mixes oxygen with blood. When you exhale while working out, you turn on your core and protect your back and pelvic floor. Personal impact. If you can't manage your breath, you lose energy rapidly and may feel shaky when you stand, lift, or bend. Pair exertion with a slow, long exhale. For example, exhale as you stand up from a chair, step up, or lift goods. Breathe in to get ready, then breathe out to do. Make the exhalation longer than the inhale. 11. The fourth silent mistake is disregarding hydration and timing. Problem after 60. Mild dehydration is prevalent and stealthy. It makes blood thicker, slows down circulation, and might cause cramping or lightheadedness. Muscles, joints, and blood vessels are like sponges in simple terms. They may move better when they have fluid on board. Personal effects: less energy, more joint pain, and less stamina during walks or private time. Simple step: 30 to 60 minutes before you do something, drink a small glass of water with minerals in it, like a bit of salt or a squeeze of citrus. Take little sips, not big gulps. If you're on a hydration restriction, do what your doctor says. 12. The final silent mistake, which is more worse, is not using the stabilizers. After 60, big muscles take center stage. Small stabilizers like the glutes, deep abdominals, feet, and pelvic floor stop working. That's when things get out of whack. In simple terms, stabilizers are what keep things from wobbling. They keep steps steady, preserve nerves, and line up joints. Personal impact: more trips, more falls, and decreased confidence on stairs and curbs. When support muscles diminish, intimacy can feel strange. Before your primary exercise, do 60 seconds of heel-toe rocking, 60 seconds of standing hip abductions, light gripping a counter, and 60 seconds of mild pelvic floor lifts. Breathe in to relax, breathe out and say lift and zip, then relax completely. Before we move on to solutions, here's the twist. You don't have to undertake Herculean workouts. You need to sequence things in a smart way. Heat the tissues, wake up the stabilizers, and then add rhythm. When you do, both freedom and closeness feel safer and more fun. And don't forget to stay with me for the #1 change that most seniors are shocked by. 3. Solution number 3. Change up your rhythm and cadence. Don't wear yourself out. Problem after 60. If you keep going at the same pace, your body stops responding to the stimulation. Circulation stops and joints hurt. In simple terms, science says that your nerves like change. Changing between light and moderate effort increases blood flow without putting too much stress on the tissue. Personal impact: you'll feel lighter when you walk and steadier when you do chores. 5 minutes can feel different. Simple action: use waves. For 10 minutes, alternate between 1 minute of easy walking and 1 minute of moderate walking. You can still chat. In light strength, switch between slow, controlled reps and lighter, smoother reps. Mixing things up keeps you fresh. Let me make something clear. Variety isn't the same as chaos. It's premeditated kindness. We're not scaring your nervous system, we're coaxing it. That keeps you on track, which is where outcomes happen. 2. Solution number 2. Angle and pressure. This is the best approach to load without hurting your joints. After 60, straight-on or deep-angle movements can hurt the hips, knees, or shoulders. In simple terms, science says that little changes in angle move pressure to happier regions. Glide, don't grind is what you should think. Personal effect: less pain and greater freedom. Stairs and getting up from chairs become easier. When you have better support, private moments feel better. To stand up from sitting down, move to the edge of the chair with your feet slightly back and your knees over your toes. Then, exhale and stand up. When you go up steps, point your toes where you want to go. Use a light hold on the rail and push from your glute, not your knee. To get up from the floor or bed, roll to your side first, then use your arms and legs to get up without twisting your spine. Here's one more little hook before the big reveal. A lot of folks want more strength. The twist is that better pressure and angles give you more strength that you can actually use. And now, the biggest adjustment that most seniors don't expect. 1. The big reveal: breath-led pelvic pacing, the easy and surprising secret weapon. This knob controls circulation, core support, balance, and tranquility. It's surprising because it seems too easy to matter. It matters a lot. After 60, the breath rides high in the chest. The diaphragm, deep core, and pelvic floor don't act together anymore. Instead of feeling encouraged, movement seems strained. When you need it most, blood flow to the hips and pelvis slows down. The lid is your diaphragm in simple English. Your pelvic floor is the base. As you breathe in, the diaphragm drops and the pelvic floor should relax. The diaphragm goes up and the pelvic floor goes up slowly when you breathe out. Your body's natural pump and brace is this cycle of pressure. It can help with better circulation, steadier steps, easier lifting, and more comfortable, confident closeness. Personal impact. People often remark that their balance is better, their leaks are fewer, their back tension is lower, and their energy is calmer when they breathe lead pace. That means greater freedom, more relaxation, and more, "I've got this," after age 60. Easy to use. Step 1. Get your posture right. Stand or sit up straight with your shoulders and tummy relaxed. Put one hand on the side ribs and the other on the belly. Step 2. Take a deep breath through your nose and count to 4. Feel your side ribs get bigger and your stomach get softer. Think of the pelvic floor as a flower that is opening up. Step 3. Breathe out slowly for 6 counts. Think lift and zip from the bottom of your belly to the top of your pelvis. Don't squeeze your butt. No pushing down hard. Step 4. Connect your breath to your work. Exhale while doing the work, like getting up from a chair, stepping up, lifting, turning in bed, or any other task that requires control. Breathe in to get ready, then breathe out to move. Step 5. Do 5 reps with your breath before you do anything. Then, during the first 3 minutes of your walk or strength training, use it. Consistency is better than intensity. Let's connect this back to the pledge we made at the beginning. You did your best. You probably tried to walk more or lift some weights. But without the breath, rhythm, and stabilizers that make up the control system, you are working against the flow. You change the story when you add breath-led pelvic pacing to your day. You feel safer when you move, your circulation gets better, and your confidence comes back. Now let's add to the solutions with a whole week-long countdown. We'll preserve the microstructures such that it's easy to understand and do again. 8. Don't start too quickly. After 60, problems include stiff joints, unsteady steps, and getting tired quickly. Science. Plain. Warm tissue moves more easily, and a slow slope helps nerves work together better. Impact. You keep steady and save energy. 2 minutes of breathing through your nose to warm up and 3 minutes of 50% effort ramping up are what you need to do today. 9. Don't copy what other people do. Problem. The improper dose, the wrong angles, and the wrong expectations. Science says that your nervous system changes to what you can do again and over again, not what you can live through. Effect. Less pain and more consistency. What to do? Keep the first few sessions at 4 to 6 out of 10. It was too much if you can't do it again tomorrow. 10. Don't hold your breath. Problem. High blood pressure, pelvic tension, and dizziness. Science. Exhaling works the core, inhaling gets ready. Effect. More control, fewer risk of leaks, and a calmer pulse rate. Do. Exhale to do. Say s or ha softly on the hard portion to start the long exhale. 11. Don't start dry. Problem. Low fluid means low flow. Science. Staying hydrated helps keep blood volume up and joints lubricated. Effect. More energy and fewer cramping. Action. Take a small mineralized drink 30 to 60 minutes before doing something, unless you can't. 12. Don't skip stabilizers. Problem. Big muscles are always awake, whereas little ones sleep. Science. Stabilizers keep things from wobbling. Effect. Steps that are safer and more balanced. Action. A 3-minute introduction to heel-toe rocking, standing hip abductions, and lift and zip for the pelvic floor. 13. Make rhythm waves. Problem. The same pace makes the body numb. Science. Changing levels of intensity wakes up nerves and blood flow. Effect. You feel better when you're done than when you started. Do this for 10 to 20 minutes. 1 minute easy and 1 minute moderate. 14. Load in a way that is easy on the angles. Problem. Aching backs and pinchy joints. Science. Changes in angle change pressure. Effect. Movement feels smooth and sure. Action. Sit on the edge of a chair and exhale. Step with your toes pointing at the goal. Roll to the side before standing up. 15. Do pelvic pacing with your breath, the hidden weapon. Issue. Breathing from the chest and a tight core. Science says that the diaphragm and pelvic floor rhythm is the body's inner pump and brace. Effect: better circulation, better balance, calmer energy, and a more comfortable daily existence. Action: 4-inch 6-out breathing with lift and zip on the exhale, which is done with effort. You might be curious about food and supplements. Eating good food, getting enough protein, and timing things well will help you get better. Some folks look at choices that could help with circulation or energy. Because medications and health histories change after age 60, it's best to talk to your doctor or chemist about any supplements, especially herbs or anything that affects blood pressure or hormones. Your everyday foundation, which includes your breath, rhythm, angles, and stabilizers, is the most important thing. Today, you have control over those levers. We can bring it all together in a simple daily routine that you can start right away. Morning reset. Sit up straight for 3 minutes. 4 in and 6 out of breathing 5 times. Lift and zip gently on each exhale, then completely relax before the following inhale. Movement starter, 3 minutes. 60 seconds of heel-toe rocks. Standing hip abductions with light support from the other side, 60s. Lift your pelvic floor gently by breathing out and then relaxing, 60 seconds. Main activity, 10 to 20 minutes. Walk or do light strength training with rhythm waves for 1 minute at a time, then 1 minute at a time. Take a deep breath and let it out. Stay at 4 to 6 out of 10. Angle check throughout the day. For every sit to stand, scoot to the edge, put your feet back, stand tall, and exhale to raise. For steps, point your toes towards the objective and use a moderate rail for support. To move around in bed, first roll to your side. Wind down. Take 3 slow breaths for 2 minutes. Imagine the stress leaving your jaw, shoulders, belly, and hips every time you breathe out. Remind the pelvic floor to let go of all the tension. Here are some simple answers to common questions. What if I feel shaky? Begin near a counter or rail. A small range is better than no range. It's okay if you can only accomplish 30 seconds. What if my back hurts? Make the motion shorter and the exhale longer. Ribs wide on inhale, belly soft, lift and zip on exhale. Don't hold your breath. What if I leak? It's more common than you think. When you breathe out, do modest pelvic floor lifts. Also very important, relax completely when you breathe in. Squeezing too much all the time can backfire. A pelvic floor-trained clinician may be able to help if the symptoms don't go away. What about closeness? Everything we did applies. Warm up, breathe, change the rhythm, find safe angles, and let the exhale guide your effort. Comfort and confidence typically go up at the same time. Keep this term in mind. Many declines beyond age 60 are a silent mistake that happens slowly and without you even knowing it. We can address that by being more attentive, breathing, and timing things better. You are not broken. Your control system merely needs a soft restart. It's not too late yet. Your body is actually very flexible at any age, as long as the plan is smart and compassionate. Here are 5 steps you can take to get started today. 1. 5 rounds of 4 in, 6 out breathing with lift and zip on the exhale and full relax on the inhale. 2. 1 minute of each of the following will prime the stabilizers: heel-toe rockers, standing hip abductions, and pelvic floor lifts. 3. Move in waves for 10 to 20 minutes, switching between easy and moderate. You ought to be able to talk. 4. To get into shape, sit to stand on the chair's edge and exhale. Then use the rail to help you up the steps with your toes pointing towards the target. Finally, roll to the side before getting up. 5. Look back on your week and try to fit in 4 sessions. Put a simple check mark on a calendar. Winning is being consistent. If this makes sense to you, please enter 1 in the comments so I know it helped. Type 0 and tell me where it gets hard if you're not feeling it yet. We'll work on the problem together. Your experience is important, and your questions benefit other people who are watching and learning with you. We'll expand on this in our next video with a gentle strength program that only utilizes a chair and a wall. This is great for tiny rooms and joints that are sensitive, so keep this up. A soft remark to end. This video is for learning, not for getting medical attention. Please talk to your doctor before changing your routine if you have heart, lung, blood pressure, bone, or pelvic problems, have had surgery recently, or have new symptoms like chest pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath that is not normal. Make the steps fit your body, your speed, and your goals. You've put in a lot of effort to be healthy. Now let's make every step, breath, and moment count by staying calm, steady, and strong. When you integrate mindfulness, breath-led pelvic pacing, and clever angles into your day, the silent mistakes don't have a chance. If you stick with this for a week, you might be shocked at how much better you feel. If you stick with it for a month, you'll start to hear that small voice inside say, "I'm back."